Don't do this! Please.
This is what happens to those who plot against House Bolton.
Oi.
Why do you all lot let the ball...
Gods be damned. Did you see what they're feeding again?
Our former ward. What are you doing this far from your home? I had no word that you returned to the north.
Last hearth looks just like it did when I was the Great John's ward. You are as graceful as ever.
I see you brought your father's humors with you. John and I expected our wards to be every bit as wild as your father. But you and your brothers were always so well behaved. It's heartening to see you grew up well.
I wish I was here under better circumstances. I'm sorry to hear about your husband.
He is alive, at least. Though I believe you deserve sympathies as much as I.
Yes, Father's health is failing. His affliction grows worse by the day.
He deserves better than to die this way. And with your brothers killed at the Red Wedding.
He called me home to claim the family name.
Dire circumstances indeed. I will tell the Maester to send a poultice to your father first thing in the morrow. John would want me to do anything I could for his old friend.
My lady, the men of the Night's Watch need your aid.
They always need aid, child. What can I do for you?
I returned from Castle Black with grave news. An army of wildlings marches on the wall, driven from their homes by something much worse. The dead rise beyond the wall. I've seen it with my own eyes. Steel cannot kill them. We can only hope to slow them down. Please, you must send north anything you can spare. Men, weapons, anything to help the Watch deal with this army of the dead.
Well, that's truly a story, my dear friend. You will remember, House Umber marched south with King Rob's forces. We lost some 2,000 men in the campaign. And when the Red Wedding happened, Last Hearth is in no position to lose more men. But we have not forgotten the times your family and the Night's Watch have stood with us. House Umber will not shirk its duty to the realm. There are some fresh blades and hauberks from the forgers. You may take them to the wall.
Thank you, my lady. I would stay a while longer, but I must ride on. I must speak to Lord Bolton about presenting my father's writ of legitimization to the king.
It shan't hurt to ask him about support for the wall either. I'd sooner hang Roose Bolton than ask him for help, but he is the Warden of the North. He has a duty to protect it.
I'm here to collect the weapons Lady Umber pledged to the Watch.
About that. They's... gone.
Gone?
Gone. Someone in a black cloak said he was here for the Night's Watch. Just wanted weapons and such. Clean the whole place out.
Why you got eyes if you can't use them? Can't tell a crow from a rat.
What? Shut up! 'Twas the Black of the Night's Watch!
Could have been the Black of the Dundarians for all you know, idiot.
Could not? Why'd Lord Barrick come all the way up here? Besides, everything looks black in the dark.
Do you know where he went?
Said he was going to the wall. But he went south instead of north.
Any holdfast to the south is under Bolton control.
But the Boltons just moved into Winterfell. Dunno what they'd want with our weapons.
It ain't the Boltons, you lackwit. Why'd they pretend to be crows? Look, if they're heading further south, they'd have to go through Long Lake. We got eyes all over the last river, and they'd wear out their knees pulling that old sled they took that far south. My gut tells me they'll have a ship waiting.
You two inform the lady and meet me at the lake. I'll track down the thieves. One of their carts. There's barely any snow on it. They can't have gotten far. Looks like that guard was right.
Where'd they come from? Form up! Cut them down!
How's Tyre, is it? Thanks for the help. Castle Black's always open to someone like you. Gods watch over you. Safe travels.
Long Lake isn't far now.
Hey! What do you think you're doing?
You can't be seeing this.
This ain't gonna be pretty. What the Lord don't know can't hurt him. Together now! Force step back! You! Put a sword to the bridge! Or the Lord hears about this!
Please, don't do this.
They came. The sled tracks continue towards the lake. Some of them broke off toward that hut. What are they gathering out here for?
the name of Lord Roose of the House Bolton, Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North, I sentence you to death. You again, Ryder. Following me, are you?
Another traitor, is it?
Aye. North's full of traitors, just got to look hard enough. Got an issue with that, do you?
Aye, I do. The North's got no place for the likes of you.
Hoped you'd say that. About time your head found its place on a spike.
Think yourself an assassin, we are. Orders taken! My arm! Given out! Force a little ship back! 7 fire in hell!
Who are you?
I'm with House Tyre. I'm here for the weapons you stole.
Tyre?
Who the shit is Tyre?
Doesn't matter. Hand over the weapons. The real Night's Watch needs them. The dead march beyond the wall, and before them is an army of over 100,000 wildling warriors. You must have seen them too. Some have already scaled the wall and are setting fire to the gift.
Think you need to keep from the Isle. Nothing about no army is coming from the wall.
And I ain't never heard of no walking corpses, neither.
I know what I saw. Whatever your cause is, the Watch needs these weapons more than you.
Love to help. But the people of the North need 'em more. Night's Watch got a comfy castle to hide in and plenty of steel. People of the North got none of that. Damn war took everything from 'em. Homes, cattle, husbands, sons. Least they deserves a weapon to defend themselves with. What good's a Night's Watch if there's no one left to watch over?
All right. If it's for the good of the North.
Came all this way for nothing, looks like.
I'm just surprised you remembered the way to Long Lake.
Shut up! Before I drown you in it.
Both of you shut your mouth and put your backs into it, you blubbering fools. Shame about those weapons. That was good steel. But we can make more.
They said they'd use them to defend the small folk.
Hear that? That's a real northerner for you. Now what are you standing around for? Get on with it! There's more than bandits to worry about on the roads these days. I'll ride with you, some of the way. Come on. It's a long way to Winterfell. See what I have to deal with? Course, the job will whip him into shape soon enough. The North does that to a man. House Umber knows that better than anyone. Except perhaps the Night's Watch.
Thank you again.
I wish you luck on your mission. Won't be easy convincing Lord Bolton to pledge support for the war. Man like that's more likely to skin you than listen to you. And the further south you go, the less anyone will care. You'll speak of honor, duty, the ancient oaths. Those words mean little when the threat's a world away. Try telling some lordling in the Reach there's an army of the dead marching on the wall. They'll laugh. Say it's just a tale to frighten children. They'd rather close their eyes and dream of whores, silver, and wine. But I lost my appetite when I saw all those wildlings in the gift. They must be on the run from something. This is as far as we'll go. That's Winterfell down there. Watch the roads. Gods alone know who's got a handful of iron and eyes on your purse. You wouldn't be the first stranger gone missing these days.
that's all you got? You take me for a fool?
Please, this is all we have. Have mercy!
Your mercy's at the end of this blade. I'll cut off that lion tongue and sell your daughters to the nearest brothel.
Not today, outlaw.
Sounds like you're confused about how this goes. I'll show you.
Thank you, traveler. There's not much I can give you, but...
Is this the way to Winterfell?
Just down the road, up the hill. You can't miss it. Tell me if there's more you wish to discuss.
A Merrick's project.
Oi! And where do you think you're going?
I'm here to speak to Lord Bolton. Business of the Watch.
Lord Bolton ain't interested in a wall. Piss off back where you came from.
It's for your own good. He don't take kindly to conmen. You know how many sods have come round here wanting to speak to Lord Bolton since we took over from the Starks?
You wouldn't be the first of them to get flayed and put up as a warning.
You there, stranger! Aldous wants to speak to you at the tavern.
Aldous. He's the big guy over there.
So, what's a well-armed stranger doing in Winterfell?
Who's asking?
Aldous. Was a farmer till the Ironborn came. Now I'm here, and everyone's uncle, so they say. You come from Northways. No Ironborn that way, too far from the sea. Round here, pillaging's as good as any other job. When the Starks said brow sweat, they meant field toil, woodworking, and blacksmithing. Now, the Ironborn have left their iron price here.
I need an audience with Lord Bolton. There are important matters to discuss.
Well, then it's good you came to me. There's a gang that's been robbing some homesteaders blind. Even taking their wives and kids. Lord Bolton don't got men to spare, but that's his taxpayers they're rounding up. Nick back some of their loot, and you'll have your audience by sundown.
Isn't it Lord Bolton's duty to keep his lands safe?
You must have been gone a long time. Lord Bolton only just moved into Winterfell. He's got bigger problems to deal with. He don't care what happens to people like us. All he cares is if we've got taxes for him to pluck. And there won't be none at this rate.
What do you make of this gang?
A bunch of deserters and malcontents. They were just pests under the Starks. But between people losing their homes to the war and the Boltons sitting on their thumbs, they're out of control.
Where are they?
There's this kid called Henley. Decent enough lad. Ran into this gang on the road and lost his horse. Could have lost his life too. Now he works as a stable hand to Lord Bolton. He'll tell you where to find him.
Oh, don't think I've seen your face around here.
I'm here on business. Aldous said you know about some local gang.
The Dancing Fools. Seen their camp with my own eyes and live to tell.
Tell me about it.
Was riding my master's horse to Wintertown when they jumped me. Dragged us both all the way to their camp. Thought they'd flog me to death, but I slipped out when they started arguing.
Where is this camp of theirs?
I'll mark it on your map. Talk to me again if you need Winterfell too.
Thank you.
Get your backs into it! All right, you maggots, get to it! Put your backs into it!
Trust you have the Lord's cut.
The Lord wants too much. Ain't nothing left in these villages but dry goats and melted snow. Hold on, what's that? Across the bridge.
This is from IQOO instead, down the road.
Right.
Anything to keep that mad bastard happy a bit longer. I don't fancy being flayed.
What's that? Sounds like some noble prick's feast.
It's where Ramsay Bolton takes your skin off with a knife, lackwit.
Quite the camp. But I've only got 2 hands. Best start with the farmer's valuables.
Others take me! Me arm!
shit in hand! What do I pay you for, you useless shit? Pay for that!
May the old gods be good.
I'd hoped Aldous was lying.
Please, you're here to save us. Oh, there's a key on the desk there. Oh, they kept it close for when the nights grow cold. Oh, gods be good.
It ain't just us here. Please, find the others.
Aye. You hide and keep quiet.
Oi! Where'd you get that sword?
Others, take me! Me arm! Together now! Force the little shit back! You'll pay for that, you bastard! Others, take me! Me arm!
There'll be others. Get your people out of here.
Out? Los! Hey, come on, lads!
My lord has more men.
Too many blades for my liking. Best tread lightly.
Think yourself an assassin, do you? Others take me!
Killing one man don't mean shit!
Others take me! Me arm! Others take me! Me arm! My lord has more men!
How'd you get past the guards?
We take more than hands round here for thieving.
This ain't gonna be pretty. What the Lord don't know can't hurt. You pay for that, you bastard!
If there's something here, those tents would be my guess.
Risking your neck for a bunch of shit-covered farmers? Think they'd do the same for you?
Empty. Nothing but a few nothing. Must be keeping their spoils somewhere else. There. That building's where I'd keep it.
You bastard!
My lord
your men!
Not long now, bodies swinging from a tree.
You'll pay for that! Others take me! Me arm! Others take me! Me arm! Ooh.
Mostly coppers, but there's some gold in here. Enough for those families.
You think you can march into my camp, cut down my men, and take my hard-earned coin?
This'll have to do. Aldous can send someone to get the rest.
Trust you have the Lord's cut.
The Lord wants too much. Hold on. What's that? Across the bridge.
Well, well, if it isn't our good-hearted guest.
My lord, I come seeking an audience with your father, Lord Roose Bolton. I am here on behalf of the Night's Watch, and of my father, Sir Marek of Renan's Rest.
A nobody from up north requesting an audience with my father, eh? That sounded a lot more like a demand now, didn't it? Demanding an audience right after butchering loyal Bolton men. It would be funnier if a common bandit weren't bringing me such a large bag of valuables. The punishment for theft is losing a hand. Assaulting a lord's tax collector is far more serious. And from what I'm told, you mince them so finely, we could make pies from them. Most lords would have had you executed for murder by now.
So, those bandits, they were working for you? My pardons, my lord. It looked to me like they were pillaging your innocent subjects.
Innocent? When they pay me chaff and empty sacks as taxes, the people of the North have an obligation to their liege lord. They should know no good will come from defying me.
The man standing next to you told me this was the surest way to earn the attention of your father.
That much was obvious enough. But the good sir and I have already had a word about that. He'll think twice before going behind my back, like a good boy. But that leaves you. If I remember my table manners, it's polite to knock on the front door, not murder a few families. You've left me no alternative. I could hang you, but it's tradition to spend a night in the dungeons. Think about what you've done wrong. Bring whatever this thing is with us. I wonder if it's a screamer or a blubbering idiot. Go fetch Reek when you're done. I've found a little friend for him to play with.
Another one of your pet projects, son. I should think one would be more than enough. Let us show this stranger some hospitality. You had something important enough to kill people for. What was it?
Business of the Night's Watch, and the last wishes of my father, Sir Marek. Someone at the tavern told me he would get me an audience with your lordship in exchange for a favor.
Just as well you didn't kill this guest. Hurting a member of the Watch would have even more houses in the north poised against us. I'm sure they were acting in self-defense. Release the bastard at once.